right, here we are. We're live. So welcome our first person. We've got the 12U girls CCYHA team in action today. Live here from Worcester, Ohio. We've got the Buckeye Blades. It was going to be a tournament. It's turned into now a round robin. So we just have 3 teams here. Each team's going to play each other twice. And no trophies or anything. Just more like a couple of exhibition games here. And let's see, we've got one today here. It's 1:30, and then the second game will be at 4:30. This first game here will be against Sylvania North Stars, who we played twice earlier this season. And let's see, we won the first game 4-0 and the second game 2-0. That being said, they're 3 points lower on the MHR scale, but they are very competitive. So in those last games, they were largely close. We just had a little bit better goaltending, and we're able to put the puck in the net there. So the second opponent, which will be later this afternoon, is Big B Coffee out of Detroit, Michigan. And they are almost identical MHR rating. We have not played them before this year, but looking at all the teams they've played, you know, those teams that they played and we played as well, they had pretty similar results. So I'd expect that game this afternoon to be a tight one. It's probably going to come down to some lucky bounces in goaltending. And I did want to say, before we go too much further here, have a special guest as color man, Mr. Jerry Baker. This is Alyssa Lai's grandfather. He'll also be doing double duty, as he'll be running the camera while I do play-by-play. So thanks for joining, Jerry.
No problem, thank you. So when I missed the play,
yeah,
your kid just made a goal. It's not Mike's fault, it's my fault.
That's right. I got someone to blame here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for helping out. It is hard to do it solo, so I appreciate that. Just real quick, what's your thoughts on the girls' season so far? What are your thoughts?
What I've seen so far, what impresses me the most is the hustle. Every girl hustles all the time. You never see anybody on the opposing team come down the ice unopposed. They're always on the puck, and that's very impressive to me. Yeah, I love to see the hustle.
No lack of effort with this team.
And the camaraderie. The girls have great camaraderie. They help each other out. It's just fun to watch. I very much enjoy watching it. I don't come from a hockey background, but matter of fact, I used to race motorcycles on this ice back in the 70s, and that's a whole nother story. But, anyway.
A little slicker here today.
Right. Anyway, Ralph, I wish it was you here, not me.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I think it'll be fun to have a non-hockey view of things. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, we'll have the girls are done here with warm-ups. 13-minute periods, looks like. And the first line here is going to be Ava Beach, Kerrigan K-Slack, and Kaylin Sass, Lily LaRoche, and Tess Cachet will be on defense. And, of course, Millie Fedienchik in net. All right, here we go. Ava's going to take the drop. Oh, looks like we've got a misfire there on the drop. Too bad there. Kaylin was right off the bat going to get that and go for the net. All right, similar result here. North Stars are going to win that. Attempted D-to-D pass there is going to go offline. Kerrigan's going to pick it up. Going to take a shot in, bouncing puck behind the net. North Stars first on it, and they centered it out. Ava there trying to get it. She tried to play it back to LaRoche. It's out of the zone now. So she's going to do some delaying tactics here as they regroup. Played up to Sass. Sass tried to hit Kerrigan there, just out of reach. Good forecheck there and pressure from Ava Beach. Goes deep. North Stars trying to cycle that up to the wall, but it gets sent back in. Good job, Kaylin there, disrupting that cycle around the far corner. North Stars now exiting with a little bit of space. Kaylin on the back check here. Rip shot wide left. Not on net there as it's picked up and sent forward by Cachet. Ava now trying to keep that in the zone. She does. Oh, incidental contact there as two girls collided. Kerrigan now with it. Sends a shot in low, sticked aside by the North Stars goalie. Battle there just behind the net. Centered out to the point. Sent in by Frida, who had just come in and covered. Whew. All right, so some excitement right off the bat, Jerry.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I like that intense pressure. That's like a staple of the girls' Blue Jacket team here.
They are always intense.
All right, so we got Schoenfeld, Cash, and Park. The Freebird defensive line will be out there. Jackets win that behind the net here, and Park is going to be pressuring with Schoenfeld. 2-on-1 versus Park, now 3-on-1. Schoenfeld came back to support. North Stars trying to break out now. Good hold there from Burdette. Oh, it did pop out there as Cash tried to tip that over to Schoenfeld in the zone.
I should say the girls are always intense, except before the puck drops when they're dancing.
Yeah,
I love
right.
that. They're dancing until the puck drops. Then it's serious business.
They know when to be serious and when to have fun. I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, lines didn't change here as we take the neutral zone face-off. Cash is going to send it in deep, and they'll be on the forecheck here. Good hold there in the corner, centered. Oh, just missed. Park just went under her stick there. She's going to send it back low again. Picked up by Schoenfeld. Sticked away there. North Stars trying to get it out. Burdette's going to hold, send it up to Cash just off her stick. Burdette again down low to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld tried to get it through the legs. Gets it over to Cash now. She's going to rip a shot in just wide right. Into the far side corner. Park will be first on it. Another centering attempt picked off there by North Stars. Pressured by Schoenfeld. Two blocked passing attempts there from Jackets, and it's finally sent out by the North Stars, and Frida's going to pick that up with speed right in front of the net there. Whew, that was dangerous in front of Millie. All right, up to Huber now. Off her stick, so North Star's going to pick it up. Lai, Huber, and Cousineau line out there. Defense also changed in the back end. Bruck and Albertson now on defense. Albertson just slings that into the offensive zone. Cousineau's going to be on the forecheck first, pressuring behind the net. Up to Huber. Tried to center it. Lai just missed it on a flyby there. It'll be sent back to Bruck. Jackets regroup here on a D-to-D pass. Albertson tried to get it up to Cousineau just out of reach, but it was misplayed by North Stars, and Jackets have a chance to put some pressure on. Up to the point now. Just came out of the zone. Bruck has it. Back to Albertson. Albertson up to Huber, just out of reach. Albertson to Bruck. Boy, they look like they practiced this regroup, haven't they? Putting it into action in game. All right, Lai and Cousineau are going to be pressuring the puck here. Sent up to the half wall. Lai just sticked it, and it gets a shot in from Cousineau. Goalie's going to let him play it. All right, misplayed by the North Stars at the blue line, but they do pick it up, and it's quickly sent back by Bruck. All right, back into the offensive zone. Blue Jackets on a line change here. The Beach, K-Slack, Sass lines out there, putting the pressure on. Jackets, relentless pressure here in the offensive zone, just giving the North Stars nothing. Beach and Sass are going to be down low. K-Slack battling it out in front of the net there. She'll disengage to pressure the puck as it's sent up to the wing from North Star. They're going to try and break out and do. Good stick from Sass there. Prevented any rush. North Star's player going down the right side there. Does have a little bit of space, but good pressure from Cachet. Prevented any shot. Shot in now, wide right from the point. K-Slack, Cachet battling down low. Picked off by LaRoche. Now she's going to carry it out of the zone. Oh, it is held in by North Stars, so good job on the North Stars taking the puck back. Beach is going to pick it up at her own goal line, try and skate it out. She does. It's got a 2-on-2 here. K-Slack to her left. Good move to make her man miss. Got room for a shot. Fired, glove save from the North Stars goalie. North Stars trying to chip it out. LaRoche going to send that back in. K-Slack will be on the puck there. Tried to center it out, but Jackets were just on a change. Cash came in, but just a touch late. And Jackets will regroup in their own zone. And Cash carrying it up the wall to Schoenfeld. Made a move, but lost the puck, but it's okay. Cash picks it up. She's got room for a shot. Glove save. So we get an offensive zone face-off here. What do you like, Jerry? What have you seen so far?
Mainly the camera. but they're playing like they normally do. I mean, they're on the puck.
Well, for that, I do. You get an appreciation. There's the camera work is it's tough. It's tough. Thank you for doing that.
Oh, no problem.
All right, North Stars do get it out of the zone here. They got on a little bit of a breakaway, but Burdette, fast feet, dispossesses the North Stars player there. Set up the wall to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld backhands it, tries to get out of the zone, but it's held in by the North Stars. They're going to send it back deep again. Friedel will be first on the puck. Up to Park, battle at the half wall, squirts out. Burdette now, going to pick it up behind her own goal. Sends it up the wall to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld's just going to be content to throw it into the offensive zone as the Jackets go for a line change. So Bruck and Albertson on defense now. Lai is on. We'll complete this line change here in just a second. And Schoenfeld and Parks still waiting to change out. Bruck's going to carry it. A little miscommunication between Bruck and Lai as they collide there at mid-ice. Huber sends it off the wall, picked up by Lai. Huber now pushing it up the wall there. A little battle just inside the offensive zone there. Lai, good footwork. She's got it on her backhand. Going to try and get it into the center of the ice here. Circles back, sends it over to Cousineau. Cousineau does a good job. She absorbs a cross-check there, and they will get a penalty as the puck is sent on goal and covered. So Cousineau forcing the penalty there by using her body to get position on the puck. North Stars player cross-checks her. All right, so Jackets will be on the power play. First one today. Last game against the Dayton Stealth. One of the best power play draws in the offensive zone I've seen. All 5 players touched the puck.
Oh, okay.
Scored on a tap-in goal from K-Slack. And that was the deciding goal. Yeah, good win over to Huber, who sent it in. Saved by North Stars goalie. Jackets continue to pressure. Cousineau tried to get that over to Huber, but sent up the wall to Albertson. Sent in now on net, but picked off right in the slot area and sent out by North Stars. Brock's going to come back and pick it up. She's got room to skate it, and looks like she's going to try. Again, a little miscommunication between Bruck and Lai, but Bruck does get it in the zone and sends it behind the net. Huber pressures the puck up to Albertson. Albertson tries to send it in, didn't quite get all of it. Kind of rolled off her stick there, but it's still in. To the far side half wall, Huber there. Forces a quick play by the North Stars player. Now Cousineau is going to pressure in the near side corner. Cachet just came on, and it just squirted by. Albertson will retreat. Pick the puck out of the defensive zone of the Jackets. 26 seconds left on the power play here. Cousineau and Huber. Cousineau sends it in as the Jackets go for a line change. Ava Beach now out there with K-Slack and Sass. LaRoche and Cachet on defense. Oh, pops out to Sass. Tries to get a backhand off. Can't quite get anything on it as it goes to the far side corner. Sass now to K-Slack. Just went under her stick into the near side corner. North Star sent it up the wall. They now go 5-on-5. So penalty is over. What looked like a icing attempt there. It turned into a shot on goal as Millie played it. And Jacksons need to get this out of the zone now. All right, good stick there from Cachet, gets it out of the zone. But North Stars are going to send it right back into LaRoche. She's going to send it off the wall and goes into the offensive zone. Jackets now pressuring as the North Star player retreats behind their net. Now up the wall, good move from the North Star player to get out of the zone. Being harassed by Cachet. Ooh, maybe yep, they're going to get a call on Cachet here. It's kind of weak. Felt like North Star player just kind of lost an edge, but
Looked like she, yeah.
But it is what it is. Jackets will be on the penalty kill here for the next minute and a half with 3:17 here to go in the first period. All right, so Cash takes the draw there. She's out there with Burdette, Frida, and Park. That'll be her PK unit. North Star sends it in from the right point, picked up, or blocked, and now picked up by Park. She's got plenty of space. She's got Cash on her left. Into offensive zone. Tried to just get a shot off. It was blocked. Now sent in. Bouncing puck. Sent in and scores by Cash. Cleans it up.
There you go.
So Park puts a shot on goal. It just rolled over the stick of the goalie. And a good poke there from Cash gets the Jackets on the board.
That's just good hustle. Good hustle.
That was. Good to see that hard work pay off. Got one of those greasy goals to break the ice, so to speak. Now dad jokes abound. All right, one back into the defensive end for the Blue Jackets, picked up by Frida. Chips it off the wall, and so does Park to get it out of the zone. And we'll have a offsides call and a neutral zone faceoff. All right, so penalty, still 59 seconds left, still 5-on-4. 2:46 here to go in the first, 1-0 Jackets. So we just had a defensive switch, no change on the offensive pairing. So you got Bruck and Albertson now out there on defense. All right, one back to, well, Cash goes back and retreats, gets the puck. And he's going to send it up the wall here. Held in, no, it does squirt out. And now Bruck's got some room. Her versus two, she sends a shot on the far side. Blocker save, I should say leg pad save there by North Star's goalie. And I think that's going to be icing. And the Jackets will take that. So we'll get an offensive zone draw with 32 seconds left on the penalty. Another defensive pairing change as Burdette and Frida come out to join the party. Park has switched out with Schoenfeld. And Cash will stay in and take the draw. One towards the goalie, but picked up by the North Stars. Sent up the wall, and good stick flare from Cash keeps it in the zone. And a repeat of that. Now Burdette's going to hold it in as they continue to eat time away on this penalty. Good energy there from Cash to come back. Sends it back into the offensive zone, and Schoenfeld will be on the forecheck. Good job sacrificing the body to hold it in the zone. Back to Burdette. Burdette sends it deep again. And North Stars will retreat to pick that up, and the penalty is over as Cachet comes out, and Huber will come in. All right, continued battle here in the offensive zone as the Jackets continue to hold offensive possession for a good portion of this first period. They do retreat here into their zone, but it's quickly sent out. Battle here right on the defensive blue line for the Jackets. And we'll get a whistle here as the puck is frozen against the wall with Huber and Lai in there just holding the puck on the wall. All right, Jackets will complete the change here. So Huber, Cousineau, Lai will be your offensive line. LaRoche and Cachet on defense. 1:17 here to go in the first. Still 1-0. All right, Lai's going to win that and chip it up the wall here. Picked up by Cousineau. He's got a little bit of room here. Going to circle back. Try to hit Lai on the... And ends up cycling to Lai, who steps on the puck and blows a tire. I don't think a game goes by where she's not sliding around on the ice. But, yeah, what are you going to do? All right. Good pressure there from Cousineau. Picked up by Lai. Lai shot in just off the left crossbar, just left goal. I don't think that was saved. Now, second shot in by Lai, one-timer, and it is in there. Wow.
Yeah.
What a save by the goalie. That was a great play. I didn't see who set the pass in, but it was a perfect pass, one time to lie, right in front of the goalie.
I didn't see it either, Mike. I didn't see it.
Unselfish play, though, here from the Jackets, as always. Lie's going to take that. Wins it over. Tried to get it over to Cousineau, but it does come back to Cachet, who sends a bouncing puck on net, goes just wide left. Huber backhands, but picked up by North Stars. They're going to send it up the wall here. Lie overskates it a bit, and North Stars will be able to break out here. Good back check from Cousineau. Takes the puck away. She also stepped on the puck there and fell. Now we got Huber and Lie on a 2-on-4. And Jackets will get it deep. They're going to run out the last 6 seconds of this. We'll see if they can hold it in. Good hold by LaRoche. She sends it back in deep. 1 second left now, and that'll do it. So a lot to like there in period number 1, Jerry.
I'm telling you. It's the same. You know, they keep doing what they do. They're fun to watch. They're absolutely fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a team that doesn't score a ton of goals, but they hold possession for a good period of the game. That just relentless pressure in the offensive zone, just wearing teams out. And this is just a continuation of what we've seen all season.
I mean, I don't know how many minutes of that period they were all in. They're all, in their offensive zone, and that wears the other teams out,
Yep, definitely got some decent scoring opportunities. The goalie and defense from the North Stars holding up pretty well, though. What do we got for shots on goal? 14-0. So Millie a little bored. That's okay. She'll be ready when the time comes, and it will. So a good period there from the Jackets, who, again, came off of 2 straight games versus the Dayton Stealth last weekend. They shut out the Dayton Stealth in 2 games, but just 1 goal for the Jackets as they tied 0-0 in the first game and won 1-0 in the second game. So they're hitting their stride here after the holiday break. I know game 1 of the Stealth set was a little rough at first, as you would expect after a couple of weeks off from hockey.
The good news is the folks that are watching this are getting to see a different game than we are.
Yes,
because I'm not very good on the camera.
Yes. All good. It is better than live, Barn.
It's fun.
They're just here for hearing us blather anyways, right?
It's all fun.
No, we do our best to keep it in the frame here. But, all right, so Jackets now go in the opposite direction here in the second period as they swap ends. Beach out there with Sass and K-Slack. Albertson and Bruck on defense. North Stars got to pick it up here in their own zone, and they do break out, but lose possession in middle, in the neutral zone, and picked up by Bruck. Skating in, she's 2-on-1 here. She says no problem. Rips a shot wide right. Has a hard shot with that new stick she has. And it's sent back in by Albertson. Sass back there helping at the point, but it does squirt out. Albertson tried to chip it forward, but it went off a skate. Now back over to Sass. Sass is just going to dump it in. Nope. Kind of checked off the puck there before she could do that. Good hold there from Beach. Oh, Beach has a little bit of room here. Gets it onto her forehand, takes a shot, and it's blocked. Boy, she had a good look there. North Stars taking it out of the zone here. Frida, good defense after a much bigger opponent tried to just bully through her. She said no way. The Jackets are going to ice this here, so we'll get a drop in the defensive zone. All right. Get a line change here. Park, Cash, and Schoenfeld with the Freebird line on defense. North Star is going to try and get one on goal there, but picked up by Burdette and sent out. Nedler's shot in from the point from the North Stars, but nothing on net. Frida battling down low, picked up by Cash. She's going to send it up the wall to Schoenfeld. Schoenfeld going to backhand it, but doesn't make it out and going to be sent back in again. Burdett now retreats behind her goal line. Cycles it up to Park on the near side wall. Park going to get it out to Schoenfeld. 2-on-1 here. Good back check from North Stars. No call. A little iffy, but USA Hockey certified refs. We got to go with their word. All right, North Stars going to cycle or gonna skate around their own net. Picked off there by Schoenfeld. Centered.
Nice center. Nice center.
Pushed back out by the North Stars, and they're going to be on the rush here. 2-on-2. Burdett backwards skating here. Good turn. It takes away that puck and sends it around to Park. Great defense there from Burdett. Sent up now to Schoenfeld. Gets behind the defense. Oh, trying to move at the line. Gets a check.
Call.
Got checked in the face there. No call though. All right. North Stars now. A little bit of pep in their step. Going to try and send one in. Don't get it on goal. Picked up by Cachet. Battle in the near side corner. Up to and out of the zone. Huber now racing for the puck. She's going to continue to pressure. Cousineau and wide. Tried to pick that off. Both of them just missed. Cousineau gave a little bit of that back, and she's going to get a penalty here. So Jackets will be back on the penalty kill.
I thought turnabout was fair play.
Well, it looked pretty similar to two other plays that weren't called, but it is a penalty.
Yeah.
It just wasn't called the other two times. All right. So minute 30 on the penalty kill here. 9:34 to go in the second. North Stars are going to win that and send it in deep. Sent up the wall here. Nope. Sent back deep again by the North Stars. Cachet up to Huber. Has some space here. See if she can get it out of the zone, and does. Good body positioning there. Just continuing to push the puck up the other direction. Fly now helping. LaRoche just sends it from one end of the neutral zone to the other. And Jackets will have to retreat in their own zone here. Cachet picks it up after Millie taps it to her. Up the wall again. North Stars holding though. Lai now gets it out. Got a puck race as Huber goes into the offensive zone and pressures the puck carrier from the North Stars. We're going to send it up and out of the zone here. We got a random stick in the middle of the ice. We got a breakout shot now. Backhand. Millie, not a problem. North Star player really couldn't get much on that backhand. So easy leg pad save for Millie. That'll be the first shot on goal as far as I can tell. PK line is doing a good job of being disruptive, but did give away that breakaway opportunity here. All right, Lai now with it. Nope, can't quite get a handle on that puck as it squirts away, and North Stars get it out of the zone. Cachet sends it up to Beach, who just came on for Lai. Tried to hit Sass there, but North Stars pick it up. Held in by Cousineau, who's now out of the zone. Power play over for the North Stars. Play continues up here to the point. Tried to get sent out by the North Stars, but held in. Albertson's going to activate into the offensive zone there. Going to be covered up by Beach, who will hold the point. Sent up to Brock. She's got a slapper. Oh, couldn't quite get anything on it. Cousineau putting the pressure on still. Schoenfeld, or not Schoenfeld, I shouldn't say it, Sass. It played the puck there in the center of ice, and Beach picks it up. Long run around the goal, creates some space. She's got a 2-on-2 now. Takes a hard angle shot. No, it does not go. They called it a goal. It must have hit the back of the bar and come back out between her legs. But,
it didn't look like it made it in there, but yep.
All right, they're going to call a goal. There's a good run there from Ava Beach, who did a journey of the rink to get that space.
Would you expect anything less?
No. All right, so 2-0 Jackets here in the second. 7:08 to go. Beach will stay on with Sass and K-Slack. Brock and Albertson on defense. Jackets are going to win that. Sass going to pick it up right at the blue line and take it into the offensive zone. Just behind the goal line there, Sass tried to center it, but it was off a skate and back into the corner. Now to K-Slack, got some room, got a hard angle shot and scores.
Yep.
Boy, they gave her just a little bit of room there. Looks like she got the armpit of the goalie. So that'll make it 3-0 Jackets. It's good effort there from Sass after taking kind of a hit there after she tried to center it to get it through on a second opportunity to Kerrigan, who puts the biscuit in the basket. The line change for the Jackets. Cash, Park, and Schoenfeld. Freebird defensive pairing. Shipped back out of the zone by Burdett. Good pressure there by Park in the neutral zone. North Star's going to try and skate it in, but Schoenfeld says no. And she'll just send it towards the offensive zone, picked up by the North Stars, and they will get it out. Cash battling there, now Park. But it does go deep into the defensive zone for the Jackets. Burdett will pick this up with speed. Up the wall to Park. Park gets it out. Tried to hit Schoenfeld, but went off her skate, but right to Cash. Carries it in, gonna just take a shot in. Glove save from the North Stars goalie. Up to the half wall. North Stars with space. Good back check there from Park. Disrupted that breakout, but does get out of the zone, and the Jackets regroup and send it deep again. So Park, Frieda, and Burdett will all change out. Huber now on. Cash still there with the puck. Cachet now in with LaRoche. LaRoche sends it forward into the offensive end. North Stars, though, have it. They'll just put a shot on net here. Millie will be forced to play this. Cachet retreating, grabs that and sends it up the wall to Huber. Good stick lift there from Huber, gets it over to Cousineau. Cousineau's got Lai streaking down the center. Kind of dispossessed there behind the goal, but Huber pinches that off at the half wall, and it goes deep again. Continued pressure there. Lai sends it in front of the net, sticked away by the North Star player. Now Huber putting the pressure on. Jackets, relentless pressure here. Good hold there from Cachet. A good hold then from Huber. Now Huber sends it deep again. Huber lost her footing there, but Lai there supporting, holds the puck in the zone. Jackets not really creating any chances here, but holding the puck in the zone for a long period of time here. The North Star trying to just get it out. You can tell they're getting worn down. Good pressure from Huber, held in the zone by LaRoche. Now down to Huber, sent in, nope, just wide of the net to the far side wall. Being skated out now, but harassed by Cousineau. Good job by, I think we got it. Nope, no tripping call there. That's probably should have been a call. LaRoche going to skate out with some space. She's going to try and do it herself here. She gets it on her backhand. Backhand shot goes wide right. Huber going to be first on it in the corner. Tried to center it, goes up and over everybody off a stick. LaRoche now actually got turned around and fell backwards, but she's okay. And North Stars are going to skate it out. 3.5 here to go. No whistles for a while. Jackets go through a line change. North Stars doing it as well. Ella Brock with it. Good play from North Stars to hold it in the zone there. Ella was trying to break out with it. She's going to double back behind her own net. Still skating with it. Ella Brock going by everybody. Trying to get to her forehand. Takes a shot in. It bounces to the left of the goal. Now a hard shot in by Ella Brock. That was a hard shot. K-Slack trying to hold it there and get possession as they battle on the far side half wall. Beach trying to get it over to Sass. Just off her skate. Bounced over Albertson's stick. She was in position. Beach coming back to help. Going to skate it in the zone. Just trying to get it to the middle of the ice here. Pulled away by the North Stars. Wren pokes that away in the neutral zone. We got a 3-on-2. Jackets on their back foot here a little bit. Good stick. Well, couldn't see who got that, but it was poked away, so no danger. Jackets get it out of the zone here as Sass is harassed up the wall. Good backhand stick there from Beach. Gets on her forehand, but shot is blocked right at the face-off dot. Park shot, roofs it. Oh, I'm sorry, Sass. Boy, that puck squirted over to her, and she had a perfect opportunity. Puts it in the top right corner. Jackets take a 4-0 lead with 1:58 to go in the second.
Did Avery get the assist on that? Or
I didn't see how it. My memory is not good.
She sent it in, but then I think, yeah.
I don't know if it was a pass or it was a shot on goal. She'll still get the assist either way.
Right.
All right. North Star wins that, sends it in the defensive zone of the Jackets. Burdette sends it around to Park. Battle on the near side wall here in the defensive zone. Park's going to send it out. Trying to hit Schoenfeld there, picked off by the North Stars. They're carrying in the zone with some speed. Good defense there from Burdette. Centering attempt, sticked away by Millie. Frida battling it out right in the net front. Cash with it. Up to Park. Park skates it out. Going to just send that to the far side wall here. Jackets go on the forecheck. Good pressure from Park. Cash kept it in the zone. Burdette holds on the blue line. North Stars going to pick it up and skate it out though. A back check from Park there. Takes the puck away, but it goes into the defensive zone of the Jackets, and Frida forced to play that in her own end. Park battling three other players. Now Cash and Frida helped. Play continues. Yeah, a lot of elbows in there. Oh. North Star with a chance there, but couldn't get one on goal as it went up and over.
Well, this is getting a little physical there, Mike.
All right, play continues here. Schoenfeld putting the pressure on the puck. Cash pokes it away at the blue line. North Stars do get it into the defensive zone of the Jackets. It'll be picked up by Schoenfeld, and she'll retreat around her own net.
Oh, I guess that wasn't this one.
33 instead of 43.
Yeah.
And that'll do it for the second period here. So 4-0 Jackets. Just more of the same.
It's getting a little bit more physical.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Yeah, this is the third time these two teams have played each other. I'd imagine by tomorrow, because they'll play them again tomorrow, it could get kind of chippy. So.
Well, they're getting a little frustrated.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the Jackets are making it pretty tough on them. They're doing a good job of keeping everything to the outside. The North Stars are, but it's just kind of relentless pressure in the offensive zone for the Jackets.
It's relentless, yeah. And it's basically, they're playing on the side of the ice, on their side.
So 20-3 on the shots on goal.
20-3. My apologies, I kicked the tripod here.
Gave everyone an earthquake?
So it looks like we're having an earthquake here every now and then. That's my fault. Clumsy feet.
All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take the third period on the camera so you can actually watch the game.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll give you an opportunity.
Well, that way our 18 people watching can also watch.
Yeah, they can watch it too. If you want to be right there. All right. All good. All right, we get the cheer to break up the intermission. Let's see who we got for first line. First line to start the third intermission is going to be Lai, Cousineau, and Huber. LaRoche and Cachet will be your defensive pairing, and here we go. Cousineau getting told to back up. All right, here's the drop. One forward, but, and the Jackets will send it into the zone, but quickly sent back out again. Ly's going to send that to the far side. Huber's going to be pressuring first. Good stick there, holds it in. Establishing that pressure. Ly with it. Going to send it on goal, goes wide left. In the near side corner. Cousineau pressuring, now Ly on it. Held in by Cachet there with her backhand. Good play. Now LaRoche helping. Holds it in the zone. Does squirt out there, and now LaRoche's going to pick it up. North Stars tried to put that in deep, and it just went off a skate, came right back out to Huber. She gets pushed off the puck. Ly helps out, and she just figure skating over the top of the puck for some reason.
Nice spin. Nice spin.
Yeah, couldn't find it. It was just right below her. All right, into the offensive end it goes. Good pressure there from Huber. All right, North Star tried to hit a player at center ice there, but just missed. Harassed back into the defensive zone of the Jackets and picked up by Cousineau, I'm sorry. The 17 threw me off. Cousineau is going to send it in deep and go for a change. Huber now pressuring. K-Slack just came on. Cachet will send it in deep. K-Slack will be establishing the forecheck here. Forces the shot up, or pass up the wall. Beach holds it in. Tried to center it, but it was blocked by North Stars. Sass tried a one-timer there and just couldn't get a stick on it. But it's Jackets still with possession. Another centering pass there. And can't connect, and it comes out of the zone. Battle at the defensive blue line there for the Jackets. And Albertson's going to retreat and pick that up. She chips it out of the zone there. K-Slack tried to pressure, just couldn't quite get to that puck in time. Now Bruck with it. Kind of lost possession there. And North Star tried to send it out. Body's hitting the wall there, but everyone's okay. Into the offensive zone, or defensive zone for the Jackets. Bruck on the puck there. Sent to the point. Sent in and saved there from Millie. Centering pass, stick aside by Bruck. Physical battle there with Bruck ensues. Up to Schoenfeld. Pushed off the puck there as it goes out of the zone. Now Bruck's going to send it out. Goes off a skate into center ice. North Stars with some room. Wren forces a shot, a long shot. It's blocked aside by Millie. Now sent to the corner by North Stars. Got a little bit of space. Backhand centering pass. Picked off by Ava Beach. Sent up to Park. All right. Ava now picks it up after Park got it out of the zone. Centered, picked off. Had Schoenfeld streaking down the center, but it was picked off by the North Stars, and they'll skate out with it. Good stick there from Frida. Park now gets it out of the zone. Sent back in deep, no icing. Burdette down to pick that up behind her goal. Up the wall to Park. Couldn't quite get a stick on it and held back in by North Stars. Frida now takes an elbow, but she gets back up. She's a hockey player. Frida up the wall to Schoenfeld. Now it does not get out of the zone. Back to Frida. Frida off the wall. Coach Cousineau there protecting his face. Was expecting a tip up into the players' bench area, but thankfully that didn't happen. All right, line change. Cousineau, Huber, Ly. Cachet and LaRoche on defense. North Stars are going to win that and take it into the zone. Cachet pressuring. Gets the puck away. LaRoche now on it. Up the wall to Huber. Lai now with it. Lai's got some room. She's going to get it on her forehand here. Whips a shot wide left. Couldn't get that one quite on goal. Cousineau now down to Lai. Up the wall to Cachet. Cachet's on her backhand. Sends it back in. Lai with it. North Stars get possession here. Nope. Held in again by the Jackets. Huber came in like a wrecking ball there. All right, North Stars get it out of the zone, and Jackets will be forced to regroup. Frida with it. Skating with it. Gets picked off in the neutral zone. North Stars taken in the zone. Get a hard angle shot, but it goes wide right. Lai up the wall to try and get it to Huber, but it's held in by North Stars. Good stick there from Cachet, prevents a shot. Now a hard angle shot again, goes wide left. Lai still out there on it. Tried a half slap shot to get it to Huber. Huber gets it out of the zone. Good pressure from Cousineau. So we got a dump and change for the defensive line of the North Stars. Jackets got Lai out for Beach now. Beach on with fresh legs. Streaking down the center, got a 2-on-2 here. Huber with her, little backhand chip behind the net. 2-on-1 there. Beach loses possession, and North Star are going to pick it up at their own goal line. Wren activates, sends it in on goal. Good play there from Wren. North Stars trying to cycle it up the wall and get it out, and they do. Sass just came on. She can run the regroup just like any other defender. So good job. Does pop out of the zone here. Ooh, good play by the North Stars. Get body position on Ella Brock, and they'll get into the offensive zone. Attempted centering pass disrupted by Albertson, and it goes around to the near side corner. Brock takes an elbow in the back. No call. She's up and gets it. Tried to get it up to Sass and out of the zone, but came back in, and Beach will do the job. K-Slack with it. She's going to go wide. Sends a shot, and it goes off a stick, goes up high and over the goal. Centering pass picked off by the North Stars. Up to the half wall, but activating is Frida. K-Slack tried to send it back, but Jackets were in a change, and Bruck was not there. But Burdette now freshly on, sends it forward. Sorry about the camera work there. All right, Sass over to Beach, but again picked off. Burdette now sends it in. Sass will be pressuring first. And up to the point there where Frida's going to hold the line, but does score out a rolling puck. Jackets, they touch up. And finally, it is now sent out. Frida with it. Got tripped. That's going to be called. Jackets still with possession here, so we can get a 6 skater on if we want it. No. Not sure why the whistle blew, but either way, the Jackets will be on the power play here with 4:35 left to go in the third period, up 4-0. So good job on Frida forcing that penalty, drawing it, I should say. Yeah, Jackets will be offensive zone face-off here. All right, so we'll have Cash, Schoenfeld, and Park. Burdette and Frida on defense. Cash takes a draw, wins it back to Burdette. Burdette sends it over, trying to hit Frida, just out of reach. All right, we've got a little bit of a breakaway here. Burdette on the back check. Oh, what an effort from Burdette. Excellent defense. All right, Cash is going to pick it up there at the top of the circle, skates it through the neutral zone. She's got speed. Tries a power move, gets by her defender, trying to wrap around. Free puck in the middle, covered. So excellent skating and puck handling there from Cash to just power that around the corner.
That was just pure desire, you know.
Those skating lessons paid off, Mom. All right, Cash will take the draw again. Sent in by Cachet, sticked aside by the North Stars goalie. Recycled to the near side corner and half wall. LaRoche activated. She's going to get a shot on goal, blocked by the North Stars player, who sends it up the wall. LaRoche retreats back to hold it in the zone. Jackets still on the PK here, or on the power play, I mean. Out to Cachet. Cachet sends it in, blocked by a skate of the North Stars. Free puck in the middle there, but North Stars are going to be first on it. Good backhand from LaRoche to hold it in. All right, North Stars able to chip it by. Good defense there from Cachet. She comes back to prevent any action in the defensive zone of the Jackets. Picked up by Cash now. Defender guarding her goes down. Got a 3-on-2. Pass over to Cuba. One-timer. Just
nice
wide
pass.
of the goal. What a pass and shot.
Nice pass.
Some physical battle there. A little bit of a penalty there from somebody, I felt like. But play will continue. Penalty is over. So 5-on-5 action here. I think Schoenfeld's not happy with what just happened. Came in, gave a little extra, but no call again. Jackets continue to hold it in the zone here, but not threatening anything just yet. Does come out. LaRoche is going to grab this here in the neutral zone. Pass over to Cousineau. Huber, Cousineau, and Cash were forcing the puck up the wall there, but it is going to come right back out. LaRoche retreating back. Carry the puck out of the zone here. Got some room. She activates into the offensive zone, over pass to Huber, shot on goal and scores. What a beautiful look from LaRoche. Hits Huber, who takes no time and gets the shot off and gets the goal here to put the Jackets up 5-0.
Just excellent puck handling, skating. They're on top of their game right now.
Yeah, what I love about this girls' team is you never see them try and like dust the puck off or settle the puck. They're just trying to rip a shot as quickly as possible. It really puts the defense and the goalie on their heels. All right, Jackets going to send it in on offense again. Minute 39 here to go. Continuing to hold the possession. North Stars trying to get out of the zone here. They will. Albertson sends it to the near side wall. Cousineau's going to pick that up. Takes a hit for her troubles, but it does get it in the offensive zone. Huber just took a big hit. Lai tried to get a shot off there, but too late for that. They're actually going to call Huber on that. Maybe I didn't see that correctly. But Huber's going to take the penalty. I don't think she's going to get a Gordie Howe hat trick today, but does get the goal and the penalty.
She's getting a little bit
she's getting there.
rough here in late going here.
Yeah, game's kind of
A little aggressive.
The score's not out of hand, but the game's definitely out of hand in that the Jackets have really held possession for quite a bit of the time. Good stick there from Millie as the pass came across the crease. Good play there from Frida. Trying to get the puck out of the zone, does. Sass going to be first on it. She's trying to stay in front of her man, but get a shot in just wide of the goal. Yeah, I think we got offsides. Not many offsides calls this game.
No.
Not a lot of whistles either. There's been a lot of free-flowing action.
Yeah, not a lot of icing.
Been one of the fastest games I've ever called, I think.
They don't do a running clock.
I think if it's up, well, typically they would up 5.
Yeah.
That's true. But not today, I guess.
Yep.
All right, 30 seconds left here to go. We'll get another offsides. Jackets still on the PK here. We got K-Slack playing center. Got Sass to her right. Freebird defensive pairing. All right, North Star's going to try and get in the zone, but they did call offsides there. Looked like it was right on the line, but the ref nearest to it made the call, so. There we go, get back in frame. All right, won by the North Stars here. 15 seconds left to go. K-Slack going to use body position to get the puck. Behind the net they go. Sass now going to try and chip this up the wall and gets it into neutral zone, and that'll do it. All right, so the Jackets able to keep a clean scoreboard here. Generating some good offense.
Good offense, and like I say with their defense, no one goes uncontested. They're always on the puck.
All right, well, an excellent first game here for the Jackets for the Buckeye Blades. I can't remember what I told you the name of this event is called. But we'll have a 4:30 matchup with Big B Coffee, which on paper looks to be an excellent matchup for the girls. Looking forward to that, so we'll be back for that. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Jerry, for running the camera and joining me on the mic.
Thank you, Mike.
Always good to have another person in here. So no one else was volunteering, so I appreciate you. And
I was the last.
But you were still on the list.
That's okay. That's okay. I had fun. That's a lot of fun. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you later.